Russia is a nation which was built on bloodshed and oppression. The Russian elites were constantly expanding to increase their power and to enrich themselves. The people whom they subjected and were never considered equals, but rather slaves who were robbed of their own culture and history. Democratic values were far from reality throughout Russian history, no matter whether you picked the Russian Empire or the Soviet Union or the current regime. Russia was always trying to oppress, control, and expand. They have no other identity nor purpose, and every nation that broke free from the Russian influence needed decades to recover from the Russian exploitation, like for example Poland, and some of these nations are still struggling to recover from that exploitation, like for example Ukraine. Russia is like a pestilence, which leaves only destruction behind. Sadly, today and in the past, Russia always managed to fool the world with charm and a mixture of lies and facts. Putin is another exquisite example of such a manipulator. He will smile and shake your hand, compliment you, express his appreciation for you, and play a man with the best intentions and a clear vision, who is always willing to cooperate and negotiate. He will sign treaties and agreements and play a friend of the world. In reality, though, he will get rid of you if you get into his way and use treaties and agreements to his own advantage, only to break them as soon as he has no more use for them. The only things which interest him are money and power, and his whole nation and any other ally are just a means for him to get more money and more power. And after his death, some other Russian elite will take over to continue in the same way. As long as Russia exists, this cycle will continue. That is a fact. The only solution to the Russian problem is to keep Russia either cornered by the constant show of force and by the constant smashing of any Russian attempt to get out of the corner, or to dissolve the current Russian state into its original cultural regions and to help those regions to become autonomous and self-governing again. Any other hope or plan is foolish and will backfire. You cannot negotiate with Satan.